Ford Fun Facts. Ford 20 Funny Fact. The founder of Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford, once said, "You can have any color you want as long as it's black." The first Ford car, the Model A, was produced in 1903 and had a top speed of 30 miles per hour. The Ford logo, featuring a blue oval with the Ford name in white letters, was first introduced in 1907. The Ford Model T, which was produced from 1908 to 1927, was affectionately known as the Tin Lizzie. The Ford Mustang, introduced in 1964, was named after the World War II P-51 Mustang fighter plane. The Ford Thunderbird, introduced in 1955, was originally intended to be a two-seat sports car to compete with the Chevrolet Corvette. The Ford Edsel, produced from 1958 to 1960, is often considered one of the biggest marketing flops in automotive history. The Ford Pinto, produced from 1971 to 1980, gained notoriety for its tendency to burst into flames in rear-end collisions. The Ford F-Series pickup truck has been the best-selling vehicle in the United States since 1986. The Ford GT, a mid-engine sports car produced from 2005 to 2006, was named after the Ford GT40 race car that won the 24 Hours of Le Mans 4 times in a row from 1966 to 1969. The Ford Escape Hybrid, introduced in 2004, was the first hybrid SUV on the market. Ford's first all-electric vehicle, the Mustang Mach-E, was released in 2020. In 1913, Ford introduced the moving assembly line, which revolutionized manufacturing and made the Model T more affordable for the average person. Ford has a long history of innovation in safety technology, including the development of the first seat belts in the 1950s. The Ford Motor Company has produced more than 350 million vehicles since its founding in 1903. The Ford Ruse Complex in Dearborn, Michigan, is one of the largest manufacturing facilities in the world, covering over 1,100 acres. In 1969, a modified Ford Mustang was used in the famous car chase scene in the movie Bullitt. The Ford Fiesta, a subcompact car produced from 1976 to 2019, was the best-selling car in Europe for several years. Ford is a major sponsor of NASCAR, and has won the Daytona 500, one of the most prestigious races in the sport, several times. Ford's current CEO, Jim Farley, is a car enthusiast and collector who owns several vintage Mustangs and other classic cars.